Tired of feeling overwhelmed by your finances? On UAE Grow Your Finances podcast, they cover every aspect of finance, from maximizing your money to answering your burning questions and connecting investors with professionals. Tune in to their podcast to explore the endless possibilities of finance with them.
It's a miracle, baby!
Yeah.
Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves.
We keep having all these problems. How we gonna solve them? Every day it's the same thing. All these unsolved issues, I guess it's official. Here we go again, the same old thing. And I'm tired of the arguing and lying. So goodbye.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is May the 7th, 2024, and today the topic is consistency is key. Happy Tuesday. Yes, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful Monday. Mine was just fine. Yes, mine was good overall. Highlights from yesterday. Well, y'all know that I went and taught at the church, so that's one thing of significance. I shared with you guys that we're in a brand new series, and we had, I think, like 9 kids last night. So thus far, I would say 10 and under has been how many people or kids in particular we've been averaging. But I mean, hey, it seems like Monday nights are successful, so to God be the glory for that. Any other highlights? I think it was a good thing. My hubby and I, we were trying to get some stuff together for our son, going to school, things of that nature. So that was a highlight moment. Outside of that, I was just pretty much trying to get rest so I can have something to give the kids last night, honestly. So that's the main thing of significance outside of, still chopping down on Cinco de Mayo feast. Grub and whatnot. So those were the main highlights, I would say. So let's go ahead and get into this conversation about consistency is key. Where did it come from today? Well, your girl woke up, I heard my 4 o'clock alarm, I snoozed it, and then I heard the 4:30 alarm and I snoozed it. I felt a little more inclined to, stay in the bed a little bit longer, I don't know if I sound icky or whatever. I was feeling a little icky. So I was like, let me just chill. I listened to the prayer meditation, did all of that. At some point, oh yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Bless me. No, I was trying to figure out, it crossed my mind, why is it that we think that we can believe the Bible without doing what it says? I feel like, just observations. What we do is we say that we believe, but then it's like we don't do none of the things that it tells us to do. So do you really believe is the question. But I mean, that's something that crossed my heart and mind this morning. And ultimately, at some point, the word consistency came into my heart and mind. So I started to look into that and whatnot. And to me, it seemed to be coincided with this conversation. So let's see, So the definition of consistency says conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, or it looks like I wrote farmers, but I'm sure that's not what it is. Y'all can go look up the definition yourself. I don't know what I wrote here, but anywho, consistency. I mean, I think people have been complimenting yours truly, my consistency these days. Listen, I got to give all glory and honor to the Lord. Again, I just pretty much shared a testimony that he done did something in me in this particular season that is allowing me to be consistent. And not only that, but to see the fruit from the consistency, even if it's different than like other people's fruit, right? It may not be this or that, but it's definitely, again, I think the milestones and the things that God has done with me, for me, and through me, especially with GSL, is amazing by itself. Like, even if, I only got one person watching me every day, it doesn't matter. The fact that, again, your girl's been still doing this since April 1st, 2020, pretty consistently. I mean, I miss some days every now and then. I can't say I got perfect attendance or anything like that, but I mean, I've seen, again, the fruit of the consistency, not just with, again, GSL itself, but like with me, So if that's the result of being consistent and doing things God's way and different things like that, then why, again, do we think that we can say, okay, yeah, I believe, and then don't put forth no effort, no work, no consistency that coincides with our quote-unquote belief? Anyway, let me share with you guys this quote that I came across this morning. It says, consistency is about more than just doing the same things over and over. It's about committing to a path and staying sure to it, regardless of obstacles. That stood out to me because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was the sermon from Sunday, but I feel like I heard that recently about, again, no matter the obstacles that come our way, still staying true, staying consistent, staying the path that God is setting before us, right? So that stood out to me. But then the second part of the quote says, I just read that part. As the unwavering consistency is the unwavering belief that every action you take and every step you take contributes to your growth and success. So again, I mean, it seems to be a lot of good reasons to be consistent and to, I guess, do something inconsistent with our quote-unquote belief. But again, I asked the question, why do we think that we can get away with not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I feel like the Bible's very clear. It has it has a lot of verses, basically, that, talks about faith and word. We've had this conversation multiple times. I go back and forth about, well, we're not supposed to be, the works don't get us in, but at the same time, if you have faith, you're going to have works. It goes hand in hand. And then at the same time, I've struggled with the whole, when am I supposed to just work and when I'm just supposed to have faith, But on the flip side, let's talk about the other people, right? Let's talk about, I guess, again, the people that are just, maybe they're solely relying on faith. That could be one of the reasons. Or, maybe they're just saying they have faith, but then, I guess, choosing not to exercise or whatever the case may be. So who knows why we do what we do. But here are some verses that were standing out to me this morning. 1 Corinthians, sorry about my sniffles, y'all. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Again, it sounds like another reason why we should be consistent. If you say you believe, then it's time to do some type of work and be consistent in whatever that work is. And it's not even just, I guess, the work, but it's more so, again, what aligns with your belief, right? If it's telling us, hey, pray without ceasing, then okay, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, if it's telling us whatever, the word is telling us to do. If we be consistent in that, we will reap, right? It tells us here, that last part, that our labor will not be in vain. And I get it. Sometimes it feels like it is. Sometimes we don't feel, again, fair. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel, again, justified and stuff like that to handle things biblically, right? Turn the other cheek or whatever it is that the Bible tells us to do. But, I mean, as somebody that's at least attempting, right? I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect at all, but what I'm saying is, again, I've seen God fight my battles. I've seen things work out in my favor that definitely probably should not have, and all that different type of stuff where I didn't really have to do much, but stay, I guess, true to what the Lord wanted me to do. which I guess is heaping, coals on people's head by being kind and nice and showing love in spite of whatever they do. But I mean, I don't know. Is this enticing at all for us to, I guess put our money where our mouth is? I don't know. But let me give you guys another verse. So James 1:25, it says, "But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing." There you go. You're going to be blessed in your doing. I know they talk a lot about this when it comes to finances, right? When you are a sower and a giver and things of that nature, he's going to give you more to sow and give. I mean, there's plenty of other examples and whatnot as well. But I mean, hey, you guys can go deeper and look into all those things yourself. Again, my whole thing is just, let's ask ourselves the question, am I just being a hearer? Am I just being, or serving God with my lips, right? Am I just saying I believe and then not putting forth any consistent behavior or effort or whatever to, that is in alignment with my beliefs? I mean, I'm sure we all been there. Nobody's perfect or nothing like that. But yeah, it's just a question to ask yourself. So I got one more verse, y'all. It's James 2:26. It says, "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also." I mean, we know this verse, y'all, already. We love faith without works is dead. But then, I mean, again, but there's no work to be seen, right? There's no faith being tested. There's no fruit, or anything. It's just like, oh, we're just saying something. And it's like, okay, well, not say what you've been through or whatever, but it's like, okay, well, how are you going to handle this or that situation? Oh, however I want to. It's like, well, how does the Bible say you do it? And I get it, man. It's a tough thing to do. Again, laying all our cares before the Lord and trying our best to live accordingly. I mean, again, we can't do it. That's why Jesus had to do what he did, right? So none of us is going to be perfect at this task, but I think there is something to the trying. And I guess that's ultimately the juice this morning, man. The juice is pretty much, yeah, I mean, let's start, right? And let's be consistent. I mean, there's plenty of verses in the Go Deeper section to peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and mind. I found it very interesting that today's Bible verse of the day was also a verse that I put into the Go Deeper section. Y'all know it already, but here it is. It's Galatians 6:9. It says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. This episode was brought to you in part by Ava Justin, the host of the Ava Talk, where entrepreneurship, entertainment, and empowerment collide. Join her journey of faith, wisdom, and inspiration at theavatalk.com.